Vichama. So we start out, after skipping ahead 17 pages, with Knuckles learning why he got amnesia in the first place. When the island was in disrepair, the process of returning him to normal after death failed, and many of the Guardian's memories were lost, so normally he doesn't get amnesia. Surprisingly, Knuckles breaks the Guardian Emerald into pieces, since he's selfish and wants to end the cycle of reincarnation he's trapped in, I guess. So why didn't he do this earlier? When Vichama shows up, Knuckles holds a piece of the Guardian Emerald and says that he knows Vichama only has an unending presence in the mortal realm because he does, and that he only exists here forever because Vichama does. So once he loses immortality, so does Vichama. He destroys the shard, and he says that Tikal's father made a mistake by merely trapping Vichama, and at the cost of thousands, all just to keep guarding some rocks. Vichama brags that he can still kill him with a single blow, but it's the end of the story, so I doubt that'll come close to happening. Tikal smiles all badass, saying that Vichama's ghost army wants a word with him now that he's mortal, and this is how he meets his end. Tikal says that Knuckles got his memories back, but Knuckles says they weren't mine, those are lost forever, they were his. So he got Vichama's memories? But how? Were Vichama and Knuckles were never the same person? Tikal reassures Knuckles about the situation. They can't destroy the Chaos Emeralds, or the evil energy in them will be released, and they're too powerful to simply be abandoned. And anyone who found them all would become even more powerful than Vichama. This gives Knuckles a good reason to be the Guardian for one last lifetime. Then he'll get an heir, I guess. This issue was by Ed Reynolds and Charles Ellis, with most of it just being a reprint of all the stories involving Vichama and Knuckles, so it's only by page 18 that we see the story get continued. I don't know why they did it that way, and hid this story from the horizontal bar on the website, so it took forever to learn about it. Anyways, the story explains a little bit more, but it's still very vague. Knuckles got his immortality from a deal Tikal's dad made with Vichama, and he destroys the Guardian Emerald so he isn't trapped as the Guardian forever anymore. And Vichama loses immortality as a result, letting the ghost destroy him. I still feel a little confused though. How did Tikal's dad even get in contact with Vichama in the first place? Was he always in the business of chatting with gods? Why did Vichama even agree to do this for him, instead of just wanting to take the emeralds for himself? Why would he want the emeralds to be guarded? I feel like it was so much simpler and easier to understand with Penders, where, of course, there were guardians before Knuckles. Rather than go into a convoluted length to explain Knuckles always being the only guardian ever based on a deal with a random god of death, who for some reason chose just now to show up again. Like, they can make up literally anything they want in the Echidna Scrolls because we don't know everything that the Echidna Scrolls have. I mean, at least it doesn't seem to come completely out of nowhere in the Knuckles comic. Like, I don't know, it just like, they never had some random god of death show up completely out of nowhere just because they need a villain. And Knuckles has amnesia because the island was in a state of disrepair. Why though? Why would the previous Knuckles have to come to be? Even if a meteorite hit the island, wouldn't Knuckles just use the Master Emerald to keep that from happening? Did the island get attacked? We'll never know. Which feels lazy.